Yeah, man. So as the video says, and how to even get started, right? Um, talking about these things are very, it's emotional. Even for me, man, it's emotional. Um, yeah, man. Before I get started, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. I'm going to talk about. I always talk about real things, man. Real life events, real life scenarios, and being exposed to different things, and being honest about it, man. Um, Maybe by the end of the video you guys see me different, maybe you respect me, maybe you don't, but the truth must be told, man. Yeah, man. So last a year and a half ago, right, we'll say 2 years ago, I took, let's start here. I've been working hard my whole life, right? I've been working hard my whole life, since a teen, man, working hard at these jobs, being poor, saving up, going to school, trying to make something of myself. And, you know, when you work so hard, and me personally, I don't do substances. Like I'm not on any drugs, or I don't do anything, man. I don't even drink, right? And working so hard, especially in the hospital, where it's like constant, like family members and that are sometimes challenging staff. Sometimes you get some family members that are not, but you got patients that are some are dying, some are on different severities, and I'm not complaining about the job, but I needed a getaway, right? And I never initially trusted planes, like I never took a plane at all because I always feared, like a plane crash, right? But I really needed an escape. I really needed an escape, so I did some research on where could I go. I'm single. I don't have no responsibilities, like as far as like any children. I don't have any kids, and I was just thinking, man, where can I find my escape? And I did research, and I looked at where can I go that's very far, that's very cost efficient, and where I could try like new things, new foods, and interact with nature in such a different way that's peaceful, that's not materialistic. And research kept leading me to Thailand. So what I did, I put all that fear behind me about planes, and I booked my first flight. And yeah, I booked my first flight. It was a 23 or 24-hour flight, or I believe it was 26 hours, because it took 22 hours to get to Taiwan, which was a little layover, and then from there we went to Thailand. So 26-hour to and 26-hour back. That was the flight time. Shout out to EVA Airlines, right? So I arrive in this new country, man, and nobody speaks my language besides the one in 500 Americans that I see in that country. One out of 500 Americans are from wherever in the world that understands a little English. New experience, man, and that's why I went, man. Like, and the research, I did everything that I researched and that I saw that country was all about, such as real fruit, um, cost efficient, 20 cents for a smoothie. Food was very cheap. I ate really big meals that would have been $20 out here, but it was like $2 out there, if that. I didn't need a car. I utilized something called Grab, which is their Uber, and I was going distances that, like 100 miles just for like $2, right? In Los Angeles, you paying like 150 to $200 for that same distance. Uh, I got more in touch with nature, in that country, and I learned how to survive, and how to seek information, and how to get information even when you don't speak like the native language, right? So that was the main reasons why I chose to do Thailand. In addition to that, and what I also did research on, and went out there for, it was a lot of animals that I interacted with. I actually swam with dolphins, like literally swam with dolphins, something I never did in the States. I interacted with elephants. I pet elephants, and we, rode an elephant. I did a backflip off an elephant. What else did I do? So with the elephants, I did this little educational thing where we utilized elephant poop to make paper which you could write on. In addition, I also like interacted with tigers, right? Those big cats, the tigers, and I pet them. I was in a cage with tigers, like by myself, and yeah, just things like that, you know, why I visited the country, man. And it was amazing. I enjoyed it and I appreciated the experience. And then the next year I went to the Philippines and, you know, did like similar things, right? Um, Now, as the video says, because I know you guys want me to get straight to it, like why ladyboys? So my question to people is, why ladyboys? Like, why, when people hear especially a guy is responsible, does something for himself, and they go like do something, like go escape and probably like go out the country, why do people always assume that something happened with ladyboys when, you know, Thailand come up, or even when it's not Thailand? Like, why do women especially always assume things like that? Like, every woman especially that has never been to Thailand assumes that I went out there for ladyboys. And I'm not mad or anything, I don't, you know, but if you haven't been anywhere, or if you haven't been to a certain place, the proper thing to do would be to just admit that you haven't been there. Don't assume that you know, or don't assume that certain countries are going to for certain things. You know, just congratulate a guy for working so hard and actually taking a vacation. Like, you know, maybe I could invite you to there, man. Like, maybe I can invite you and you could do the things that I did out there. And I mean that very sincerely. I don't have anything against ladyboys anything against ladyboys or the LGBTQ community, or anything like that. To each his own, but that's not my cup of tea. I don't do anything like that. Of course, I'm going to always troll when people assume that, and it's going to be funny to me. But yeah, man, stop associating certain countries with certain things. But if you've been stuck in California your whole life, if you haven't been somewhere, or if you haven't like particularly been to Thailand, instead of judging, just have a conversation. And instead of assuming, have a conversation with somebody and see, you know, what was going on. Stop I don't know, like, even though I don't have anything with ladyboys, and women would say like, oh, there's nothing wrong if you go hook up with a ladyboy or something like that. One of the main reasons that they try to say that is to do it in an insulting way. And yeah, in like a passive aggressive insulting way. And I'm not mad or anything, but to me it's actually just funny. It's just funny to me though. And yeah, man, like, I never did anything with a ladyboy, just to concluded there. But I'll encourage everybody in general, and women, to travel to Thailand. Be humble. Go see how it is to explore, to interact with animals that are trained in a different way. Go see how it is to have your dollars stretched. Go see how it is to live in a condo or a hotel that will be $300 out here. That's only like $33 out there. Just go experience how it is and stop jumping into conclusion on things like that. I always say that certain assumptions and accusations are insecurities within certain people, because they look at it like probably like competition. And what I mean by that is, if a person like me, you know, I don't have no kids, I'm not rich or anything, but I'm responsible, I have good credit. If a person like me would literally go to Thailand to go mess with ladyboys, what would that tell you about women in America in general? And I don't mean to say that to sound like disrespectful or rude or anything like that, but when women are trying to do that to bully men and say, oh, you want to mess with ladyboys, or like they do when they assume guys are down low, or if guys are actually down low or gay or whatnot. I think there's a certain, like, guy's phone is overheating. But yeah, I think there's a kind of, like, for women that accuse guys of doing that or being down low or going to mess with like ladyboys, I think there's some kind of insecurity within women that make those accusations, right? Whether guys really like that or not. But I think that there's some insecurity of women looking at, like, probably like who those guys are doing it with as like competition or whatnot. I don't know, like, and wouldn't you agree, like, for a woman to assume or to make a rumor or to go spread rumors that a guy goes to Thailand and mess with ladyboys, isn't that the same as guys that assume that women dress a certain way, like at the gym, is because they want attention or want to do something like with a guy or something, if you know what I mean, man. Man, I sound so cold on this, and I sound defensive, but yeah, do y'all know what I mean when I say all of this, bro? Like, I would highly encourage everybody to travel to Thailand, enjoy the country, and yeah, try something new like I did. Keep doing good with your life. If you go to Thailand and then you come back and people spreading all those rumors, let them talk, man. Let them talk, since they haven't experienced it. Most ignorant thing you could do is not ask question or assume. That's something that kids do, that babies do. Even kids and babies barely do that. But yeah, like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, little rants like this, and I have other cool content, man. Subscribe, like, and share, and also don't forget to comment. Peace out.